Whenever I sit down to start writing a new episode of AutomaTitan Emotes, I take a look at recent releases and news within the industry, and if I can't find something interesting to talk about, I slap Subtitle Guy and see if the random idea he blurts out will work as a video. If that doesn't work, I switch over to my other love and see if I can talk about something film or TV related, something media related anyway, since that stuff interests me. It's Subtitle Guy's fault. He's got a media studies degree and picks fault with literally every bloody film he watches, or at least every film except Fight Club. So I decided the next script was going to be about Altered Carbon, that utterly glorious cyberpunk show on Netflix. So why is this video not about Altered Carbon? I'll tell you why. Because as I was writing it, someone went and said the words, "Titan, have you heard about Metal Gear Survive?" And I had. I'd heard of it and seen a bit of the marketing, but since Kojima wasn't involved, I wrote it off as a bad job. Well, that and the fact it's now a zombie survival game in an alternate universe, which just... that's... no, fuck off, that is not a fecking Metal Gear game. But surely he couldn't just be asking whether I knew it existed. Surely he had a specific reason for asking me that. So I asked him what he meant, expecting him to mention the trans-dimensional techno zombies, and he said, "Konami are charging players for an extra save slot." I'm sorry, what? Did you not see the gigantic EA Battlefront 2 clusterfuck from last year, Konami? No? Well, you've done something that I, and Subtitle Guy, didn't think was possible. You've out-EA'd EA. You looked at the Battlefront 2 debacle and went, "What's this? Everyone thinks EA is the worst set of robbing bastards ever? We're not letting them have that title without a fight." It takes a special kind of retard to fuck up something like Star Wars, and it takes almost exactly the same level of half-wit to fuck up Metal Gear, by making it so that players have to buy extra save slots using the magic in-game zombie dollar, which, let us not forget, cannot be earned through gameplay. Literally, the only way to buy those credits, according to Forbes, is with real-world money. In hindsight, we should have seen it coming, really. The writing was on the wall when Konami binned Kojima, but fans of the universe tricked themselves into believing that you might not ruin everything, despite you making the game into a copy of 7 Days to Die with the Metal Gear name cynically sellotaped onto it. This was your chance to prove their faith wasn't misplaced, to garner some shred of goodwill from Metal Gear fans. You'd already lost me, and you can still fuck off with your glowy zombies, but maybe it would be possible to not alienate your entire fan base. But no, you decided to turn your fan base upside down and shake them until nothing but lint came out of their pockets. You got greedy, and you may very well have killed the franchise. I loved the Metal Gear games too. I mean, sure, I'm terrible at them, because stealth isn't exactly a thing that I do, but still, I've mentioned Kojima before, gloriously mad bastard that he is, and I stand by the fact that the Metal Gear Solid bosses are some of the best in video game history. On top of that, there's Metal Gear Rising as well. The only reason I didn't include its bosses in that video is because this, right here, is the first time I've ever played it. And then you've got the music, which is cocking fantastic, especially the music for Snake Eater. Finally, you've got the story, and while some people will quite rightly point out that Kojima really needed a story editor, it's rare to see a game as prophetic as Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm rapidly reaching the point where I'd usually end off the video, but not today, because we've got a wee bit of follow-up to the EA Battlefront 2 loot box debacle to round the video off. Recently, due to that clusterfuck, Hawaii has proposed some legislation to stop loot boxes being sold to those under the age of 21. And some people are having a shit fit over the government getting involved in legislating on games. Some people pointing out that they're not. They're legislating on gambling within games. Publishers are saying that it's infringing on their First Amendment rights. Yeah, it's a clusterfuck and a half, and I don't know how to fix the problem, but what I do know is this. We are partly to blame for this anti-consumer bullshit going as far as it has. Why? Because we didn't complain. We bent over and took it. We ignored it, and those of us who did speak up weren't taken seriously. As a result, we've gotten to the point where publishers aren't looking at making good games. No, they're looking at how much money they can milk out of their customers, and that disgusts me. To the point where the reason I haven't been uploading recently is less to do with procrastination than it is to do with simple fatigue. No, I'm not tired of gaming, because I am a gamer, and I'll still be gaming even after I've been taken apart and put in a scrapyard. I'm sick to the back teeth of the bullshit surrounding gaming. I mean, how hard is it to make a good game and let it speak for itself instead of trying to shake down customers till their teeth fall out? Seriously, publishers, your game could be fantastic, but I and an almighty shitload of people will never know because we can't and won't support practices like this. EA, Konami, you were both responsible for some fantastic games once upon a time. Dead Space, Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid, Burnout, Contra. And it's not like you couldn't do it again. CD Projekt Red does it. Monster Hunter World paid off, and it has 0 microtransactions. How hard is it to not be a pathologically greedy set of bastards? And as for you specifically, Konami, if you can't, maybe you should stick to making fucking pachinko machines. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. I am AutomaTitan, and remember, they say that if you ever see a question in the title of an article or a video, then the answer to that question is always no.
Prime Minister.
Yeah,